Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Austin Mack. That's caught. It's Edwards. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The hand to the running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Mack fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. Had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The Tide will have to call their first timeout after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Now on the return. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Listen, sometimes these quarterbacks, they get locked in on who they want to throw to. I didn't think he was open there. Nice job by the defender, breaking on the football, batting the ball down, making sure that receiver can't make a play.
From the 42, if they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Finds his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll knock him down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quick completion to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick him up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
To the air, it's Mayava. Fires left. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender. Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. And he's going to bring this one out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He goes right back to the air. With the catch, it's Mosley. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
The quick out. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Now, I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this third down really tricky.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
How about the defense coming through when you needed it the most? They got some yards, had some success on this drive. Second and goal, sack. Third and goal, sack. Nice job by the defense, sticking with it, coming through in the clutch.
It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the counter. And they're able to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll run it on the counter. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. There he goes. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They feed him again. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Pick up the 1st down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll move the tight end. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Mosley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not very much.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Jordan. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down coming up. They go right back to it. There's a creep. Ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Working that wide receiver screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Looking for room. It's Hill. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Russell. Caught on the outside, it's Rodgers. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Russell. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Plows through the defense, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Under fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time on target. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Quarterback moving. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Mayaba. Oh, they're after him. On target to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Jordan. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
21 on the play. 1st and goal, USC.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Jordan. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
Got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. I'll try to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Russell. He's got it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Snagged out of the air. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I...
Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Again, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Jenkins. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Keelan Russell. He wants to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Goes high to pull it in. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Just about set to get this second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. Here's a little room there. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Steps out of bounds at the 17. And that's good enough for a first down.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
He might want another play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you guys.
Holland, thank you. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they forced a 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Wants to bring it back. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Russell. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. He shed tackles like a snake, getting rid of his skin. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go play action with Russell. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it way down the field. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Complete. Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Throws to the wideout. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Near the 48-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
And the Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Might have a chance. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Right back to the well. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He'll take it himself. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Running inside. It's Hill. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown time. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. To the air, it's Mayava. Finds his man, it's Bowman. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He's got him. Spins away from the defender. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the returner will be brought down. backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keelan Russell. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Russell. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
What a great play by the defense. In a play like that, in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.